Harrison Bader to the New York Mets. The Mets have signed Harrison Bader. This is All Things Mets. This is where you get your latest Mets media. Everything you know about the Mets on this channel. Definitely do me a favor and leave a like and comment and subscribe to the channel for new. And let's get into today's video. And that is Harrison Bader news. Yes, the Mets have signed Harrison Bader, Gold Glover, former Yankee, former Cincinnati Red, former Cardinal. This guy, Harrison Bader, we've seen, if you haven't seen him in the Yankees, he's a guy that has a good swing, not a lot of power, but definitely, he doesn't walk a lot either. He strikes out a lot, but, he's a really good outfielder. He can be clutch at times for sure. He carried the Yankees for some time in the postseason. This guy, Harrison Bader, is a good player. It's not like he's a bad player. It's just he's been very injury prone. And that's something, the Mets, I'm sure, took into account with this signing. 1 year signing, which is good. So the Mets, are making these little signings, because they don't want to do anything long term when it comes to, their future. They don't want to sign a Harrison Bader for 3 to 4 years and then they're stuck with him and then they can't move Drew Gilbert to the outfield or anything like that, or they're going to have to trade Bader. So there's a lot of options that the Mets, have, but they decided to go with this option. We know that the Mets need outfield depth. We know that the Mets need outfield depth. And, I don't think that the Mets are currently trying to sign a Jorge Soler, which sucks, but, it would be nice, but he's 31 years old and, it would be really nice to see Jorge Soler, but this video is about Harrison Bader. And this guy, Harrison Bader, he does not walk a lot. He strikes out. He's a Gold Glove, outfielder for sure. The mix that this does for the Mets, it puts Harrison Bader in the outfield for the Mets for sure. Maybe as in the left field, I don't see Nimmo moving. I see Nimmo staying at center field. Marte coming back playing right field. So that's probably going to be a really good defensive outfield. If Harrison Bader stays healthy, if Marte stays healthy, if Nimmo stays healthy, that's going to be a really good defensive outfield. Now, when it comes to power and Harrison Bader, he's only hit 7 home runs in the last season. He's a very injury-prone guy. This guy gets injured a lot. And, that's something that the Mets have to take into account when it comes to signing this guy. So when it comes to Harrison Bader, this guy's injury prone. So why would you sign him? We know that the Mets need depth. We know that the Mets need guys in the outfield. There's not a lot of options right now out there. So that's why they went for this option. Harrison Bader is still 29 years old. It's not like he's the oldest guy. It's not like he's the youngest guy, but definitely 29 years old. That's not bad. They have also Tyrone Taylor, definitely as a bench bat or a guy in the outfield. Definitely, if Harrison Bader struggles, they could put Tyrone Taylor at left field and he'll, he has really good speed as well. So Harrison Bader has good speed. Tyrone Taylor has really, really good speed. But when it comes to the outfield, the Mets needed to make a move when it comes to the outfield. They needed to do something. And this is their idea of doing something right now. They have a future plan when it comes to 2025, with these guys, Drew Gilbert, with Jet Williams coming up, with, Luis Angel Acuna, with so many guys possibly coming up in 2025. They're looking at their window and saying, listen, we don't got to make. David Stearns is looking at the window and saying, we don't have to make these big signings right now. We are a good team. We have a good core. Definitely still have Pete Alonso under contract. So, Harrison Bader definitely fits into the short-term plans of the New York Mets when it comes to the outfield. Now, he's not going to be a future Met in 2025. He's probably just it's a 1-year deal, and that's it. That's all it's going to be. So, the Mets have a plan. When these guys, Drew Gilbert comes up, he's going to be in the mix in the outfield. When, what Starling Marte or Jet Williams, when he comes up, he's going to be in the mix in the outfield. So the Mets are going to have a logjam of outfielders, a logjam of infielders for sure, with Luis Angel Acuna, with Ronnie Mauricio, with, multiple guys, so, and Brett Beatty as well. So the Mets, they're doing this short-term thing, which I get, I understand. It didn't work out. It did not work out the last 2 years when you went all out and tried to sign everybody in the offseason. It didn't work out. So why not change the course? Why not, David Stearns is the new guy. He's the guy in charge. I get what they're doing, but we'll see. At this point, Harrison Bader, if he stays healthy, I think he's going to be a really good player for the New York Mets. We saw what he did with the Yankees. I like what he did with the Yankees. I like how he played with the Yankees. He has a plus arm, which I love. Harrison Bader has a plus arm. He has a better arm than Nimmo. So if you want, you could put Harrison Bader at center field and put Nimmo at left. Now, I don't know exactly what the Mets want to do when it comes to that vision, but I definitely think that's something to look at. You got to look at that option. Nimmo does not have a good arm, and Bader has a better arm. But I really like the way Nimmo played center field. The only really fault that Nimmo has is that arm strength. So when it comes to the outfield, I love Nimmo at center field, but it's the arm strength for me that's the problem. So I think Harrison Bader, if he slots in at center field, but when it comes to the arm strength, we saw what Marte did. When the Mets signed Marte, I thought Marte was going to take over center field. But they sticked with Nimmo at center field, and I think they want Nimmo as their center fielder. So I expect to see Harrison Bader play some left field, maybe some right field as well. Marte has some days off, or they go in a different, or he gets injured or something like that. So expect Harrison Bader to play left and right field. Do not expect Harrison Bader to play a lot of center field. I don't see that happening. I really think they trust Nimmo. They trust what he has shown them. And Nimmo has really been playing an amazing center field. That's the only fault, the arm strength. So, but Harrison Bader, when it comes to the bat, it hasn't been great. A 232 batting average last year, 7 home runs. Strikes out a lot. If he can cut down on the strikeouts, if he can, maybe try to walk more, get on base more, try to be a more on base guy, take a different approach than what you was doing with the Yankees and, the Cardinals and other teams. I definitely think Harrison Bader can be a really good player for the New York Mets. Now, we will see what happens, but I think that definitely this is a plus player. I like the signing. Do I love the signing? I'm not going to say I love the signing. But yeah, that's going to be the video. If you enjoyed, definitely do me a favor, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about Harrison Bader. Are you happy with him? Are you excited about Harrison Bader? Are you disappointed with the signing? Let me know. LFGM for life. Stay blessed. Got more videos on the way. Have a good one, guys.